Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
He's forced out of bounds behind.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions. One touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Hurts the best running quarterback in this year's crop of rookies. He's got a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time.
Philadelphia.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
touchdown.
Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach?
Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And down at the 46.
He was tackled.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a
now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
17-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hurts. That is caught at the 7. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the point after.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
At the 23-yard line.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right at the 35. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's tackled at the
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
The 25-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jalen Hurts.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Now following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes.
But you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A good run, got 7 on first. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Wentz on target to Rager. First down, Eagles.
First down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to... The ball comes out, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Rager. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Rager, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Hurts pass. Incomplete in the end zone. Darius Slay on the coverage.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
17. Eagles 14.
Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front of the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The final shot before half for Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, and it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. Cam Newton with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Matt Breida, a touchdown run. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that game's gone to the half, all tied at 3 apiece. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
To kick off for
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. A couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but coaches talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Number 81.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's taken to the 26. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
To get a little more cushion. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Barnett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close,
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Deion Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, able to avoid him. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you get...
Blitz coming and down he goes.
Jalen Hurts sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back up. In front. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 20-yard line.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Eagles.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Escaping the pressure right, and now he's going to use his legs. That ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And a little bit of space, 8-point lead.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.